The other main form of buildings inside the fort are just what we refer to as freestanding barracks. These were actually later additions to the fort that the British built on after the initial 1758 construction, as they found out they needed more space to get the amount of soldiers in here that they needed. So on each side of the parade ground we have two long barracks buildings. They do not have the benefit, however, of having the thick, heavy timbers, so they give you very little protection from any sort of enemy cannon fire that might actually make its way over the walls of the fort. In each of the corners of the fort there is what the military called a bomb-proof. The bomb-proofs were the dedicated, as we might say today, storage areas meant specifically to have different sorts of supplies put into them, and basically they are a room built like the casemate out of great big heavy stout timbers, but to give them even more protection, then the earth is heaped up over the top of them and then sod laid over that to keep everything in place. We're now up on top of one of the four bastions of the fort. These are four of the main defensive areas, or referred to by the soldiers as alarm posts, because in the case of an alarm sounding, each company of soldiers is assigned to one of these particular corners of the fort and the connecting section of wall. And this is where they'll be heading to if the fort does come under attack. The walls, or parapet as the upper section is known, are high enough that when the soldier steps up on the earthen embankments to fire, the only part of his body that he's going to expose to the enemy is the very tops of his shoulders and his head. This is also where the majority of the fort's cannons would be placed in whatever configuration the commander thought best on each of the four corners of the fort. This is also one of the principal sentry or guard posts as well, which is why every bastion has a little guard post or sentry box on it, so that if it starts to rain or snow, the guard can get his weapon and ammunition inside under cover but still keep an eye on the area he's responsible for.